Alright guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So today, as you can see, I've got the old Power Wheels on the frame. So let's go ahead and pull this thing up a little bit. Oh, pull this out of there real quick. Slide it up some. Lift it off. All right. Frame is pretty much done. Steering is mounted. Rear wheels are mounted. What I found was, when I sat in it, this right here is going to interfere with my feet some. So I'm going to cut it out all the way to this top edge around, just to give me some more room. And I'm thinking about cutting out a section of this for like my legs right here, legs right here. I'm trying to leave this center. But I think we should be all right. I also might, behind here is where the grill is. I think I might unscrew it. I got some screw there, some screws all along. Cut this all out so air can come in for the motor, because the motor is going to be right here, right up front. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut and put the plate in for the motor. So get the measurements for the motor, cut the motor plate, put it down, boom, boom, boom. That's the plan for today. Excuse the living room. I'm almost done cleaning up in here. Just got to vacuum, get everything going. Steering should be on the way, and seat should be on the way. I'm going to mock up a makeshift sprocket. Sprocket, makeshift brake. See how high they're actually going to sit up. I'll probably just use the cardboard, cut the hole out, boom. I yoinked my pants pretty good. I guess I wanted to test how indestructible they were when I was cutting the motor mount plate. So here's the motor mount plate. Got it cut. It's not that great, but it's gonna go there. It's gonna do its thing. Yeah, that was an experience. I got a big red mark. I don't think I'll show it to you guys. It's like right on my thigh. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Should be a quick little montage, and I'll wrap everything up that was done. I want to weld this motor mount plate to it. Picked up some new flap discs. So motor mount plate. Set the body on it. Might even try and mount the motor, but I'm not too sure. Want to give you guys a quick little update of why I stopped yesterday and just moved on. Alright guys, we're back. Plate is welded. Redid my ground from the thin one, which was this little clamp. To this one. So definitely a difference. Got better connectors. This aftermarket one I got at Harbor Freight. Still doesn't help me weld any better. Yeah, I said it in the last video or 2 videos ago. I'm not a good welder. I'm learning as I go how to actually get better welds and better seams and all that stuff. I'm just honestly hoping this thing actually holds up really well. Alright, let's go inside and I'll show you guys what I did to the frame. Alright guys, here is, not the frame, the shell. So I actually took off the doors, and I took out the dash, just so I get an idea of how much actual room. And if you look through there, you can see that GMC sign's actually got a actual air coming through. So the idea is that the air will actually be able to cool the motor. Also down here on the bottom, I actually cut that lip off just because it was so low to the ground that I think it was going to scrub, or my fender wells were going to have to be sitting so high it look kind of funny all the way around. I tried to mock up the motor in the back, like where I would sit more far forward, but it's not going to look, well, I don't know about look good, but it's just not going to fit well. I am going to have to go here with the motor and do a jack shaft setup. Still undecided whether or not I'm going to go with the torque converter or not. Don't know if I'm going with the torque converter or if I'm just going to do a clutch. I think with the movability of the way I got it, I think I'll be able to do what was I going to say? I think I'll be able to put a clutch in, and then if I want to change it over to a torque converter, I think I'll be able to. I just don't know if I'm going to use pillow blocks, because I got some right there. Pillow blocks with those sprockets, or if I actually go with like another hanger kit and do it that way, like an live axle kit, and just put it right there. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to figure it out, though. So yeah, this wraps up day 6/day 7. The only thing really now to do is get that frame back in here, put it under the, put it in here, put the wheels and tires, rims and tires on it, get the motor mounted up on it. I probably need to break that motor down just so I can see exactly how much clearance I'm going to have, and then go from there. So that'll probably be the next part of the build, is figuring out that. And I got to do the seat. What's going on, YouTube? Day 7 part of the build. So I got a package in recently. I got my steering shaft, my steering wheel, and my tie rods. I don't know if you can tell, but the tie rod is a little bit too long. From what I can guess, it needs to be cut about 2 inches. So I'm hoping I can just cut it and weld it and use those tie rods. The motor, I'm going to take off gas tank, exhaust, and intake, because I'm going to need the height to be able to fit it under the hood of the Power Wheels. And then at work, picked these up. These are just like little brackets off a fixture. What I'm thinking is I can mount them like that, and the body can hit there. That's what'll hold it up. So I won't have to fabricate a plate. These do have little pins. You can take it out. It's about 12 inches by itself. And then I also, picked these up from Lowe's. Should be good enough for the steering shaft to be able to weld it to the frame and weld it to the upper part so I can spin inside of there. But that's what I'm going to do today, guys. Tear the motor down a little bit, try and cut those rods and get them to the proper length. I'll test out that little piece right there to see if it'll work to do the body. Seat should be coming in a couple days, so then I should actually be able to finalize the steering, how long, what the angle is, where the seat's going to sit at, and all that stuff. So just waiting on stuff. That's what we're looking at right now, guys. So alright, guys, here we are, end of day 7. So, we got the motor tore down. I got gas tank off, intake off, carburetor, whatever you want to call it. Exhaust off. Much lower profile, should be good. I got the arms cut. I actually had to cut them and weld them. I should have enough play to do my double pitman arms here. If not, I should have enough extension to center them up if I want to do it like that. Then what I also did was I made this bracket. So this is going to be for the for the steering. So this is actually going to go down here like this to hold the bottom of it, right? And it's going to slide I gotta clean this thing up some. Here. Should slide. There you go. Something on the end of that shaft is kind of catching. I don't know what it is. I'll have to sand it down some, but everywhere else it slides and grooves pretty well. So, got that made for there. Got the tie rods cut. Tie rods are cut. Engine's broke down, so I got more room. I'm probably going to look at, I should be getting my seat in like 2 days. I should be able to look at the angle of the steering wheel and where all that's actually going to go. So then I can actually set the bottom part and see, you know, exactly how far out I'm actually going to go with it. So we're getting close, guys. We're definitely getting close. I'm excited. So here's the end of day 7. Hope you guys are enjoying this build series. I really am. I know I'm about to get started into the complicated stuff. I got to figure out the exhaust. Intake shouldn't be too bad. I've got a top plate mount actually for it. I'm going to go with the torque converter. I may have to raise the engine up, so I don't know what that's going to look like as far as the hood and all that. I got to wire the, I hate that angle. I got to wire the ignition, starter, battery, sprocket, brakes. I mean, there's still a lot of work left to do, but I'm super excited. I think it's come along well. Then obviously paint the frame, redo, not redo the welds, but make sure all the welds are good. There's a lot of stuff left to go. So, alright guys, appreciate you stopping by. Leave a like if you're enjoying this series, and if you got any ideas on a next build or what I should have done differently, let me know down there in the comments. Alright guys, talk to you later. Bye.